Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. We are back with another Bedtime baseball episode, and today we're going to jump into some events. We've done a couple of episodes of ranked seasons, relaxing ranked, but today we're going to go with some events games. This one is in a Hall of Fame. It is tournament season, so we do need to be grinding and staying sharp. So we are going to play some games here in events, a few quick games to mix it up, get a chance to use some of these cards that we haven't had a chance to use in previous months, and just have a little fun with it without having to get frustrated the way it does get frustrating in ranked seasons. And we're going to start off right here with a Christy Mathewson versus Christy Mathewson starting pitcher matchup. If you want more videos like this in the future, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A whole lot of things are coming to the channel in 2020. The game is right around the corner. We're having some good fun with these episodes right here, right now, but we will be bringing back some tutorial videos, so you don't want to miss out on those. Feel free to drop some suggestions or on anything that you'd like to see when the new game comes out. Of course, we will have gameplay, but we will also get into some Diamond Dynasty content, my opinions on some cards, and other things like that along the way. For this squad, we let the computer generate the best possible lineup and rotation. We stuck with the rotation and bullpen that they gave us, but I did mess around with the lineup just so that we could have some guys that I have not had a chance to use in a long time and really like their cards. Bregman hits the ball up the middle. We are on base with 2 outs here in the first inning. Christian Yelich had a line out after a foul ball home run. Now we can try to do something here with Alonso. Been throwing a lot of strikes in the zone, but we will try to tee off on something right here, or we could just take a fastball down the middle, or we could just hit a home run to left center field. This ball is going to be way out of there. Duke Snider, one of my favorite cards at the beginning of the year. Didn't really find a place on the squad later on, but fantastic card for me. Still hitting 350. Basically all of this has been online in ranked seasons. Hitting at the top of my lineup for most of the year. And our opponent has quit. We hit about 3 foul ball home runs, and our opponent ended up quitting. Can you believe it? I was squaring up some baseballs. We didn't necessarily put the runs on the board, but he was a little bit scared. So we're going to jump into game number 2. Hopefully we play about 3 games here. We'll see how long this ends up being. Now heading into game number 2, we got Christy Mathewson back on the mound. We are facing off with Cy Young. Pretty tough card to hit. I've used him a couple times myself, and he's pitched pretty well. And I really struggled hitting against his first card, the 95. So we're going to see what we can do against him here in a Major League Park. Pretty good record for the opponent. The screwball is the R1 pitch, but a lot of people do like to use that pitch quite often with Cy. However, he also throws 100 miles an hour, but you really never know what to look for against him. The one knock against Cy Young is that his per 9s are pretty low. So for a pretty good pitcher, a 99 overall. His opponent's PCIs are actually pretty large. Bregman hits it hard through the hole. We have runners at first and second. Only 1 out. Pete Alonso, the hero of last game, hit a home run. And that one's going to find the gap. We will go second and third with a shot at scoring the second run here. We are going to make that turn. Mike Trout in center field does not have the arm. We do put up 2 runs on the gapper from Pete Alonso, 2 RBI in each of his first 2 games. Opponent wants to go lefty-lefty, bring it on. Duke Snider was the master of hitting off of Clayton Kershaw early in the year, when Kershaw was basically unstoppable. Duke Snider put in the work. Swing through the curveball. It was a good pitch. Gets me to roll over on it. And there are 2 outs for Mike Piazza, a man who I struggle mightily with. In Major League Park against 100 miles an hour, the odds are stacked against us. Or you could throw me a breaking ball down the middle of the plate. That'll get it done right there. Cano smacks one down the line. This one is going to stay fair as well. We're going to go first and third here because I don't believe we can make it to second. Cano was only batting 208, but I loved his first card, his collection card, and I just have not had a chance to really get too many at-bats with his 98. Runners on the corners now. 1 and 2 count to Trout. We are going to try to waste him a little bit. He gets the check. Let's see if we can hit the corner here with the four-seam. That was an absolute dot. That is a perfect pitch. Ramon? Ramon. Ramon. Please. That ball goes foul. It went foul. And that one gets knocked down. We're going to go for the play at first. Going to be safe. Barry Larkin keeps it in the infield. And he does save a run. I do not like Kirby Yates whatsoever, but we don't have a ton of options. We let the CPU decide who our pitching staff would be. And this is who they gave us. Bregman's feet were stuck in the mud right there. But this is okay. This is fantastic. This is a beautiful, beautiful game. Nobody out so far. Big arm for Acuna in center field. He's going to test it. We had all the momentum going our way. Perfect throw from Acuna. That is a flawlessly executed throw from the center fielder with a big arm. And we get 2 for the price of 1. No run score on the play. And that's Nolan Arenado's sweet spot right there. Low and away. I haven't faced him too often recently, so I kind of forgot about that a little bit, but you never throw that pitch to Arenado. You just never do it. We were almost tight ripping out of danger. We had 2 strikes, 2 outs after a horrendous start to the inning, and then on that 2-strike pitch, he did go yard, unfortunately. High and deep to center field for Bregman. This one's going to put the center fielder at the track, at the wall. Bye-bye, baseball. We're still looking low and away, as always, against Kenley. Hangs the slider, stays inside. We are okay with taking that out. Now we got to go back upstairs with 2 strikes. And he ends up walking Alonso. He had me down. He walks me. Kenley giving up base runners, the first 2 batters of the inning. And he is going to go with the lefty here, Josh Hader. We are going to keep Duke Snider in to face the lefty. I think we take a slider to left field. He has beat me on fastballs a couple times now, but I think he really wants to attack with the breaking stuff. Going to get the out at second base there. The first baseman made a nice play to knock down the ball, and it is enough to get 1 out on the play. Oh wow, he jammed me on a changeup. Mike Piazza does not get the job done. Pitch that I should have hit, and he does get the double play to end the game. So that 0-2 pitch to Arenado does come back to bite us, and we are now 1-1 in the event run. Now we are getting into the very last game of the day against a 12-0 BR player. I did not get a chance to see the record, and hopefully you've dropped your blood pressure in the last few games. Now we're going to take it down a notch even farther, and we're going to see if we can put you right to sleep. If you're sitting at work right now, make sure you got a cup of coffee if you're trying to stay awake. Lower the blood pressure, but don't fall asleep in your chair. That's not the goal here. If you are trying to get to bed, a great night, friends. Garrett Cole pitching the 0-2 pitch. Knuckle curve over the middle that we miss. Fouling off the slider low and in. Hopefully next year that's going to be a strikeout every time. Still got a couple more chances. There you go, Yelich. Right into the gap. They were playing a little bit deep, and we are going to get 2 bases out of this swing. Another strikeout on the changeup. We were trying to pull the fastball on 2 strikes. Not a great idea. backhand play from Alex Bregman against the speedy Willie Mays. Ends up getting that out. Jump throw gets him. Absolutely fantastic, beautiful swing there from Babe Ruth. This is why he's one of the legends all time. One of the greatest players to ever play the game is because of swings like that. Takes strike 3 down the middle with the changeup. He must have been looking for a slider there as soon as he saw the break, and it was not exactly what he wanted. Immediately pops out following that strikeout. So we do get out of the inning, no harm done. Let's get some runs on the board. Let's see if he keeps Garrett Cole in, who did pitch very well against me in the first inning. Duke Snider, the big man, going on. Early okay, ship it home run if I've ever seen one. Mike Piazza to follow. Cano with a pretty good swing, lines out to right field. One more chance on the inning. Barry Larkin trying to get on that knuckle curve. Keeps pulling it foul. It's time he tries to throw the fastball by me. We were looking for it, ready for it. Squared it up. Instead of trying to hit the fastball to left, let's hit it up the middle. That's exactly what happens when you try to do that, folks. You try to hit the fastball straight up the middle. You get a chance to cover the breaking ball. Good things happen. But we're up 2-0 going into the bottom of the second. So this guy's really good at hitting him, Andrew Miller. Okay. He's coming out of the game. Unfortunately, we have Trevor Hoffman warm, who is not a good matchup for Mr. Mike Piazza. He threw me 3 fastballs inside. He knows the fact that Piazza can't hit that pitch. So I think that he is actually looking for that pitch. I'm going to stay away from that a little bit. I will attack him with it later, but we can't throw him 3 straight in there, especially with Hoffman not having the fastest velo. It's going to be a little bit dangerous, so that's why I threw the slider, even though generally that's a bad pitch against Piazza. Looking like we were about to dot him on the outside half. Hoffman's hitting the bar right now, getting some good feedback. Hanging slider up in the zone. We get him out. We blow the lead, but it's still a tie ball game. We're going to have a chance to take the lead here in the top of the third. Let's see what we can do about this one right here. Looking low, going with the pitch. Acuna sets us up to score a run, bottom 3. Yelich is going to line out for a 3rd time in 2 games. Let's look sinker. He does go with the slider. That one gets through the infield. Last game we ended on a double play. We're going to try to avoid that this time. Pete Alonso up here. He does have 2 lefties coming up in a row to start the next inning. However, he did go lefty-lefty to start the bottom of the second. High and deep to center field for Alonso. We did miss that ball. It was not a perfect swing, so we are going to be tagging up going to third base, but just short of a home run. And Duke Snider, who did hit a home run earlier, is coming up to bat. We may pinch hit this time, depending on who he brings in. Billy Wagner, I will pinch hit. We will go with Nolan Arenado. Looking for it, got it, and I believe we missed that swing as well. It is going to be a fly out to the track twice in that inning. Pitches that we should have hit, and we did in fact miss it. We will switch Bregman and Arenado. Arenado will stay in the game. Bregman will play left. We are going to have another shot at this. And Piazza takes the fastball to right center on the first pitch. That's what we were trying to do with Arenado. Couldn't quite get it done. But Piazza is in there safe. We will pinch run. We do have Pudge on the bench. Everyone loves this low and away pitch here. We will be looking for it, and we will hit it very, very hard. Third time in 2 innings that we've been looking for a pitch, and got underneath it. Lee Smith coming in. Larkin does have a bomb in this game. Is going to line out to center field. Babe Ruth. Not going to score the run from second base. We will get runners at the corners. Babe Ruth with an easy swing. Hits it right through the infield. Back to the top of the lineup for Acuna. And we take a boneheaded swing to start the at-bat with Acuna. Really no brain activity going on that one. Possibly a chance there at second base, but we go to first base with it. Tying run at second. 1 out. 2 great takes there. Do we intentionally walk him at this point to set up a double play? He does strike out on the high fastball to Mike Piazza. We threw it a few times to him. Couldn't get the job done. Willie Mays on deck. Josh Bell at the plate. Hard hit to second base. We are going to get out of the inning. Cano makes the smooth play as always. And we are in the top of the 5th. Another well-hit ball from Bregman. This one's a lineout. That's a pretty good swing from Alonso. Not going to get caught in right field. However, played really well off the wall by Griffey, so we are stuck at first base. By the way, we only have 1 man left on the bench. We don't end up swinging 3-0. I like that low and away pitch from Kenley. We are still looking for it. And for the 4th time, we pop it up. Looking for it and popped it up. His leadoff man is on base once again. This time it's Willie Mays. We've tried this pitch a couple times already. And it's not going to work there. In fact, it's going to get into the gap. Acuna does have a great arm. We may have a play at the plate. Nope. Bad exchange in center field. And this ball of the game is going to be over. So after popping up about 4 or 5 pitches that we were looking for in clutch situations, that one's on us. Nothing more we could do about that. Great game to the opponents. And we end up going 1-2 in this event run. That doesn't happen too often, although we have been pretty bad in this event. That's going to do it for me, guys. If you liked the video, enjoyed the gameplay, want to see more of this kind of video, helped you relax, let me know in the comments, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We will be back with a whole lot of stuff in MLB The Show 20. Look out for a couple more Gauntlet videos before the end of the season, and I will see you guys later.